Why can't you speak effectively? If you're like me, you know the basics of good communication, yet somehow conversations still go sideways. Let's explore why that happens and how you can fix it. First, do you speak too fast? Sometimes when I'm nervous, I just start rambling. Words rush out before I have time to think, and suddenly the other person is totally lost. The fix? Take a deep breath and don't be afraid to smile. Pause between thoughts. Give the conversation space to breathe. Now, maybe you ask too many questions, rapid fire, like an interrogation. I've definitely done this, and it overwhelms people. Instead, start with an open-ended question, listen closely, and respond naturally. Let the other person share and give them time to think. Here's another big one, sounding over-rehearsed. Once I memorized what I thought was the perfect pitch, word for word. But it fell flat. Why? Because trust matters more than a perfect script. People can sense when you're not being real. Do you talk too much about yourself? I catch myself sometimes turning a conversation into a one-person show. But real connection means asking about the other person, their opinions, their dreams, even their challenges. It's all about balance. And what about having a clear purpose? Talking politely is nice, but if you don't know what you want from the conversation, nothing gets accomplished. Set an intention. What's your goal? Keep it in mind as you speak. Now, be honest. Do you always think you're right? I've fallen into this trap too. Remember, everyone has their own perspective. Trying to win every argument only pushes people away. Humility goes a long way. Ever overshare weird topics with someone you just met? Sharing too much too soon, like your ex or health issues, makes things awkward fast. Stick to safe topics, hobbies, mutual interests, or the event you're both at. Are you really listening, or are you just waiting for your turn to talk? I remind myself to put my ego aside and pay attention, not just to their words, but their body language too. Ask questions that show you care. Listening is everything. And here's a tough one. Are you accidentally rude? Even if you think you're being polite, your tone or your words might come off as cold. How you say something matters even more than what you say. Always lead with respect. Lastly, does your body language push people away? Crossed arms, slouched posture, or a furrowed brow can all send the wrong message. Open up, make eye contact, smile, stand tall. It shows you're confident and approachable. If you've made these mistakes, don't worry. I have too. Communication is a skill you can practice and improve. Small changes can make a huge difference. So next time you speak, remember these tips and watch your conversations transform.